There we go. So it gets all of us there. Turn this down a little bit.
Now watch this. This motherfucker will blow up. He'll have fucking.
We'll see. It's late on a Saturday night. See if anyone wants to join.
Huh? Oh, you're already running live?
Yeah. You have a former rock star.
Yeah. Look at this. Former rock star here. See if we get any messages.
Star downs.
What's up, guys? So Al Castro. All right. So let's talk Jeeps and car stuff. What are we doing? Hey, what's up? Da da da. It's only 14 people on right now.
Dude, you still got more than 9, man.
Now, here's the hard part. The hard part is keeping up with the messages. I can't read them. They go by so fast, I can't read them fast enough.
All right, since I'm new to the Pure Function Garage, my name's Mike. I run a Facebook page called JK Nation. I am a Jeep guy.
Beep beep.
So
is a Jeep. What the fuck's that?
a little bit different than what you guys are used to. So I can take Jeep questions as well. I just did a live feed on my personal page of Ryan and the MR2 and the Supra. I've been over before. Me and Ryan used to work together in the past, but I haven't seen the MR2 yet. I wanted to check that out. Really, really clean car. Everybody loves the Supra, of course, so we all had to come over and see that and take a look at that. So, yeah, ask questions. What's going on with the MR2? Right now, nothing. Right now it's sitting, master cylinder's installed, but Mr. Two Hands still needs to get the brakes bled. So 87 CJ, nice. What I run, I have a 2014 four-door Rubicon, 37s, 2.5-inch lift, Poison Spider flares. Not a whole lot done to it, but enough to get me in trouble, bumpers, winch, stuff like that. You can see it on the page, JK Nation. Check it out. So how do you see the? Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it disappears after so
Yes,
long.
just empty. Every pocket is right. If I'd have bought a Supra, I'd probably have more money.
What's up, dude? From Australia.
Yeah,
I'm out of it.
it is a little difficult. Spend $40,000 on a Jeep and then put another $10,000 into it in modifications, and then go beat it up on rocks.
So, RX-7?
RX-7.
No.
RX-7s are cool. Not a huge fan of the rotary. I think the next vehicle currently we have me and my wife have a 08 FA5, which for non-Honda people is a 4-door SI. It's completely stock. We drive the hell of it. It's got 233,000 miles on it right now. It's my commuter back and forth to work. But the next vehicle we're planning on getting is a WRX STI wagon. So I've been itching for the turbo bug. So probably not anything like super horsepower, but maybe 450, 500 would be nice. So we'll see what happens out of that.
So Greencastle, what's up? Did you take a loan at the Supra? Yes, back in the day I did, because I was broke as shit. I bought a house the same day I bought the Supra. Would you get the Trans Am? No, because I don't like junk American cars and vehicles.
Plus, we would have to all grow mullets.
What's up with the Ricer video? I said about Pure Function. What? I don't understand that one. Fuck.
Ask that
what
question
the fuck
again.
does that mean?
That question may be answered again. Just ask it in a different way.
WX, are you planning at least 75 shot of nitrous? No nitrous. It'll actually be one of our dailies. I can't do anything until the Jeep's paid off. Payment on the Jeep is stupid high. So once the Jeep gets paid off, I don't know if the Civic will even be around at that point in time. With 233,000 miles, like I said, I use it as a daily driver. I live in Shippensburg, drive back and forth to Hagerstown every day. So the miles keep racking up. I don't know if that thing's even going to be alive. I still have 2.5 years to pay on the Jeep. So hopefully the Civic's still alive then. If it's not, the WRX will jump in as more daily driver duties. But that's why I want to be very modest on the horsepower. I don't want to go stupid high because I still want to be able to drive it and have it relatively functional. So.
Cheapest way to get a Supra, yes, you would import one right now. Right-hand drive Supras aren't worth anything. in the American market. Everyone wants an American or left-hand drive, so you get a Canadian or one made in the U.S. of A. Cheers, guys. I want to see a group. Cheers. Whatever.
Yeah.
What's cheers mean?
I'm not cheering because
Cheers
I
to
am.
you.
He's an.
I am driving,
England,
so.
I
Yeah,
guess.
cheers to you. Ryan and I will cheers to you.
Yeah. Look.
Thank you.
Use my Supra as a daily. About holy shit. 2 years ago.
So 275,000 kilometers. What is that in miles? Because we are American, so we don't really do the kilometer thing. I know it's a little bit off. If I recall, it's like
Two-thirds.
two-thirds or some shit like that. I don't know. But if you could tell
It's
us
like
what that
70%
is,
or whatever.
yeah,
Roughly.
what that is in mileage.
Makes sense to function as stock points. I love you gays. Love you too, bro.
LS big block or Hemi? LS, of course.
Yeah.
Hemi is, even though obviously I'm a Jeep guy, Hemi is the Dodge motor. The LS makes
I have the Hemi.
more power and cheaper. There's a lot of people that do LS3 swaps in JK Wranglers, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, definitely 170,000 miles. So, yeah, we were pretty close there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely an LS over a Hemi swap. Now, obviously, you can, if you want to stay authentic, I have a buddy of mine that lives out in Rapid City, South Dakota, that works for a company called Dakota Customs. He has a two-door JK that actually has a Hemi swap in it with a 6-speed from a Dakota. That thing is badass. It's actually for sale. Sits on 37s. Very cool. Guy's name is Josh Huntley. He actually works there. He did the install himself. Sits on 1-ton axles. It's got a 60 in the front and a 14 bolt in the rear. Very, very cool Jeep. Definitely another thing to check out if you guys are into the Jeeps as well.
He's talking about like all this stuff right now. I have no idea what the fuck he's even talking about.
All right, so what's your car?
He has a Jeep.
Yeah, I have a Jeep. He has
Second.
a Dodge truck.
I have a Dodge Hemi.
Get a Miata or a clean S13. No, I do not want an S13 or a Miata. 10 mile equals 16 kilometers. Same applies to mine. Oh, no shit. Did not know that. 10 miles equals 16 kilometers. That's pretty easy math.
RB or JZ? RB or J? Seriously?
Yeah.
JZ.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. The RB is a cool motor, but the JZ, even though I'm a Jeep guy and I'm not super.
Everyone.
Let's
go ahead and talk that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So back in the day, I used to have a '95 Eclipse. It was a non-turbo car. Stupid me, being young, didn't buy the turbo version. But
He was 12.
But but it was a very cool car. It was yellow. It was featured in Lowrider Euro, which is a super old magazine.
What's a magazine?
Yeah, exactly. What's a magazine? So kind of showing my age there a little bit. But it was featured in magazines. It was in a couple issues of Super Street back in the day. Used to go to Nopi, so it was in some of those. So I am a little bit familiar, but I do know that the JZ is definitely a better motor than the RB. That thing's bulletproof.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of horsepower on stock bottom ends.
RB's having an issue with
Thoughts
oiling.
on Coyote 5.0 and an R32 sedan?
So you're talking about a Coyote motor and an
Mustang
R32 GTR.
motor, yeah.
I don't really get that. That would make too much sense to me.
Yeah. If I was to do it, I would go.
Hold on, read this comment. Can you make a 2012 Toyota Sienna van have anti-lag? You could, but why? If you have a turbo, yeah, but that makes don't. That's just really dumb.
In a van, though.
Yeah, like why? I have 800 horsepower, 880 horsepower Dodge. What kind of Dodge?
Yeah, what kind of Dodge? Because
Yeah.
I drive Dodge.
One of my managers has a Mark
I'm the
III
Hemi
Supra.
guy from the Dodge side of it. So what kind of Dodge?
280,000 miles on a stock 7M. That's unheard of. God damn, man. All right, people. This is actually messages are coming slower than I thought. What's good with the Corolla? Nothing. That thing's point A to point B. That car is gay as shit. It's point A to point B. That's
How
my
you feel,
point.
right? How you really feel
It's
right
a
now?
really terrible car. I mean, it's a great point A to point B.
I just did my video, and one of the guys on my video thought it was a Prius, actually.
It looks like a Prius. I should have just bought one.
Yeah, they must have been able to see Ryan's vagina.
That's kind of like a
My vag you can see from a mile away.
meet.
So,
How are you?
Put
So,
anti-lag on the Corolla. Corolla is non-turbo, so you really don't have to worry about lag on the Corolla, except for the
right.
fact that it's just slow as fuck.
It is slow as fuck, dude. I literally mashed it today. I'm like, that's it. That's all it's got. Wow.
Good computers for the Supra.
Talking about the ECU. So
Yeah.
good ECU, you can use Haltech. You have AM Infinity. Motec, obviously, if you have the money to throw 20 grand at a car for
Yeah.
no reason.
You run the Infinity, right?
Yeah, Infinity's the cheapest and it works. And it's waterproof, which is nice. So in case your heater core explodes, you don't have to worry about it frying it. That's kind of why I like it. And my heater core sits right above it.
Corolla's sick as fuck. Yes, it's very sick, like vomiting and sweating and fucking fever. Sick,
It's horrible
yeah.
car. Look into the
Z31 300 ZXs.
300ZX is a pretty cool car, but man, they're a fucking nightmare to work
Now
on.
which chassis is Z31? Was it
Z31,
like
the
the
old,
guy had
the
the
wedge,
other day?
like the
Okay.
wedge style, like
Yeah,
that.
I do love those that body style. That is one of my favorite Nissan body styles. I was at the time. I graduated high school in '91. Again, showing my age. This fucker's older. But
Thanks.
it was.
Yeah, that's me.
It was
Thanks
one
for
of
that.
one of my top wants of vehicles at the time. I actually wanted black leather interior with green exterior.
And I was laughing at you then when I was older.
Wait, hold on. You graduated in '91?
Yes.
Dude, I wasn't born till '87.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm old as fuck.
Yeah, I'm actually Ryan's dad.
I'm their dad.
Yeah, Jesus. And yet he has like no gray and a forehead hair.
I graduated in '88. I was born just a little young
You were
guy.
born in
way
'94.
back in-
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. That you want to hear young, like a lot of people on here. I was born in '96, '98, 2000.
Yeah.
You're like,
no,
oh God.
on this video cast, I'm the old guy, and these are my sons. God love them.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
What's it saying? Oh, nice. We love them too.
You graduate in 2020. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, my God, you young buck boy.
Yeah, you're.
So he's in ninth grade then, right now, right?
Wow.
Yeah, he'd be ninth grade, right?
Is that ninth grade?
Wait, you're technically not allowed to watch my videos, just FYI.
I got grandkids as old as you.
20.
I was born in '97, born in 1980. Message. You can retract the message. No
That's
sh-
interesting.
That's I didn't know that.
10th grade.
10th grade. Yeah, close enough.
Can
Did you get a car, Seth? You drive anything yet?
And let's all give you a piece of advice, at least the two of us. I'm gonna be 44 this month. You are
and
40.
I'm walking on the edge of 50.
Yeah, and we're
So-
both in college right now.
Yeah.
So
Never give
make
up
sure,
on your
Seth,
dreams, man.
make sure you keep your ass in school. Go to fucking college
That's right.
now where you
That's
can
right.
still fucking drink a lot and fuck a lot of bitches. Because we're not getting
have
that
fun.
now. We're married. We're only fucking one bitch.
We're married, we have kids,
And that
and yeah.
usually doesn't happen all that much. So.
But no, have fun, enjoy yourself, but seriously, take what you do seriously.
IS 300. Sorry, I'm reading these off, trying to get back.
Nope,
I'm
go
trying to
ahead,
respond as quick as I
take
can.
over. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
damn
Go
right.
ahead.
Hold on, what was that one up there? That was a-
Good,
that was a
good.
question
Get
right
it, get it,
there.
get it.
So Ryan, should I buy an IS300
Yeah.
or an MR2? It all depends on what you want to do. Do you need 2 doors? You need 4 doors.
I think that was to Ryan, not.
So
Well, no, he can answer it. That's good.
the question is though, what are you using it
Hold
for?
on, I'm right down the street from you guys. I have a 99 Durango with a full manual trainer. You're right down the street from me?
Well, fuck it, blow it up.
Daryl Woodring. Why does that name sound really familiar? Daryl Woodring. Dude, the name sounds so
I'm gonna
familiar.
put some toast.
Come down,
flames
knock on the
this.
door. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah. Ghost. Autocorrect bike is good. I'm currently a Toyota mechanic. Makes parts easier. That's pretty badass.
You have 2 coupes, need a 4-door, then go with the IS because MR2s don't have 4.
Yep.
Ding ding.
4 doors for more whores.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we bought when we bought the Civic.
Oh, fuck.
We were looking at the option between the 2-door and the 4-door, and at the time, it's 2008.
Yeah.
We were dating. We weren't married yet, but we were in the process of thinking about marriage and children and everything else. And we figured if we were gonna have a vehicle for a while, we definitely wanted to have a 4-door Tacoma. Tacomas are fucking awesome. I used to have an 04 double cab. 4-wheel drive.
Very
one
nice
of the
truck,
one of the
by the way.
best vehicles I ever had. Only reason why I sold it was to buy the Jeep because I couldn't afford both of them at the same time. But
Don't let
if-
him lie to you. He's
if-
made of money.
Yeah, whatever. But if I would have, hell, I can't even afford razor blades. But if I was to,
This show's right here, right?
but if I was to have the chance, I would have kept the Tacoma and the Jeep. IS300 again. IS300 Tacoma. You're still looking at two different things.
Way different.
Do you need something that you need to drive in the snow? What are your needs? Think about what fits you the best. When you're looking at a vehicle and you're talking about the kind of money that vehicles are nowadays, you want to make sure that it does what you want it to do from A to Z. You don't want something that, I got this because it's cool looking, but it fucking sucks for everything else. Right. So make sure if you're going to spend the money, get what you need. Yeah, practicality. Exactly.
And I can kind of touch on that too, because being one of the old guys in this group, I own a Hyundai Sonata. I also own a Jeep Cherokee. That's not a four-wheel drive.
The gay Cherokees, not the new ones, not the old ones.
It's the gay
ones, the ones that look like cars.
But
with the little fucking goofy headlights.
But it's a two-wheel drive, but I also own a four-wheel drive Dodge Ram truck. So, and he's right. His Tacoma was very sweet. That thing would do anything you wanted it to do. It just depends on what you want to do with it and how you want to approach what you want to do with it. And he can give you all that kind of guidance on that kind of vehicle.
R34 or R35? R34.
Done. Easy. Yeah. That was fucking...
The 35
soulless.
Is, I don't know, it's cool because it's like the new car, but the 34, it's the panty dropper.
Yeah.
The 34 is a fucking panty dropper. You pull up anywhere in an R34 and bitches will just they just take them off and just throw them at you.
Also with the R34, they had the better engine. That was the RB26 that was built well. It had a good transmission, and you can make a stupid amount of power, and it was all-wheel drive, and it just looks cool.
Genuine question: cheapest possible 2JZ build. Can't you just buy an auto IS300 for $3K or 154 swap with the GT in the garage? Yep.
Yes, you can.
Yep. And the cool thing about the IS300, if you do swap it, it's a sleeper because people aren't going to think that coming from a fucking Lexus.
The only problem, good.
The only thing that might give it away, obviously you're going to want to put a little bit bigger tire up under it. That might give it away, but everybody looks at an IS and the 300 and they think, that's like an older person, somebody that just got it. They just bought it because it's a cool looking car. They didn't buy it because of performance and speed. You look at the Supra, and you know what the fucking Supra is intended for. Yeah. So it's definitely a way to draw less attention to yourself while still blowing people's fucking doors off.
The only problem with the IS300, the two problems. One, the IS300 actually uses two ECUs to run the car. So if you ever need to go to another ECU, you have to keep a secondary custom harness. Very expensive. Number two is you can't run a very big tire on those cars. The rear wheel well is really tiny. You can barely, the 255 might barely fit. They have a really small, narrow wheel well, so you can't run a bunch of power. That's the only thing that sucks. The IS300 is my favorite car. They're good cars, they're getting old now.
Advice on lowering car insurance cost. Get older. That's about it. That's about
older,
it.
No.
Dude, the day
exactly.
No tickets,
get older. Yep. So
no
the day
DUIs,
you turn 25. The day you turn 25, that shit drops.
Yeah. He's right.
And stay on your parents' insurance as long as you can.
Yeah. So for me, classic car insurance has been the best thing. If you have an older car, that's been the best thing ever.
I remember this guy over here, right here now, that's talking to you is 12.
Yeah, I'm 12. This came in really early.
That's not even a beard. That's just leftover pubes from me.
This motherfucker.
So
a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
Going in the armory in 7 months. Hey, good for you. Thanks for serving your country.
Oh yeah,
it
awesome.
sucks. It sucks to have to sell your car, but you're getting some life experience in there, and it'll definitely serve you for the rest of your life.
Can I touch that for a second, though?
Yeah.
Can I definitely touch that for a second? Thank you first and foremost for serving this country. Secondly, the band that I used to be with, Evelyn's Ashes, we done songs for people who served their country, and I have 2 sons right now who are actively in the military. So I wanted to step up on that one and say definitely thank you. We all appreciate that stuff. If you want to hear what we did as a band, for all you guys out there in the military who's out there in this webcast and listening to this, you can jump on YouTube and pull up Evelyn's Ashes to the Fallen. That was something that we did fighting back against Westboro Baptist Church. Not to take up too much time because I know the guys want to talk more car talk. So, but definitely thank you. Every serviceman and woman out there that's watching this webcast, Thank you for your services, and we love you. And all of us, not just myself, but everybody that's here in this room.
That's right.
We love you, and thank you for doing what you do. And we'll talk to you very soon. God bless you. Thank you for that.
See, that was perfect. I would never do all that because I'm fucking so absent-minded.
MR2 Wildwood rear brakes.
I'm not going to be doing the Willwood rear brakes on that just because I'll lose my e-brake. Seth, best thing to do is shop around next time your insurance expires. It doesn't hurt to
Yes, and that is one good thing, one point to make. Insurance is a fucking scam. Every insurance company is a fucking scam because you turn on the TV every single day and Joe Shit the Rag Picker can save you $300. Well, really, if you could save me $300 tomorrow, why the fuck don't you save me $300 today? Why do I have to go to somebody else? So it's all bullshit. So yeah, definitely shop around because no matter where you go, you're gonna find somebody cheaper. One of the things that you want to make sure is if you do shop around, make sure if you have a vehicle that is customized, make sure they have additional like riders that go along with it to cover the customization. You don't want to get into an insurance policy where if something happens to your car, they cover all your OEM parts but don't cover any of your aftermarket stuff. You could be out anywhere between $5,000 to $20,000 in aftermarket parts. If somebody steals your car, something like that. So definitely make sure you shop around. Make sure. I have the same issue with the Jeep. I'm actually looking for new insurance now because currently I'm with Geico. I think I can do better, but I also know that the Geico isn't really one of the best insurance companies to cover aftermarket parts.
State Farm does.
Year and model of the Jeep. It is a 2014 four-door Rubicon. Like I said, it's lifted 37s. You can see pictures of it. Go on JK Nation on Facebook. I
don't have any of
that. And
his Jeep is very nice.
You can see it on there. And a lot of other Jeeps. PA area, I go wheeling a lot up in Roush Creek. I've been to Anthracite a couple times. Little plug for one of my boys, Justice Off-Road, which is out of Williamsport, Maryland, just south of Hagerstown. If you do have anything that's four-wheel drive, especially a Jeep, that's the guy to see. He can hook you up with awesome prices, installation, service, everything down there. So,
I hate that. See, on Facebook, you don't have to do this. I don't know why YouTube makes you do this.
Sold 09 JK on 35s. Nice.
Is that good? I fucking know. What's that mean?
The only good thing about selling an 09 JK was that 3.8 liter, which is a piece of ass.
What's in yours? Ford?
3.6. It's a minivan motor. CTSV. Me personally, I fucking love them. CTSVs are badass. I do have a buddy of mine, Ryan, that lives in Boston, that has a CTSV wagon.
Oh, they're so badass.
It is awesome.
Them.
Yes.
Was it Ryan?
It was a dog. Absolutely, it was a dog. 3.8 suck.
Why not do a dual caliber kit, retain the factory e-brake, and have better brakes? I just didn't do it. TCS doesn't offer that, and they're my sponsor, so.
Pin on an MK4 GTI.
What? Opinion on an MK4.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't know fucking
that's
shit about
it.
Yeah, I don't know shit about it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not huge on Volkswagens. I do like the looks of certain Volkswagens, but I've never owned one. From what I understand, they're fun to have, but when they break, they're really expensive to fix. From what I understand, I may be wrong with that, but they are. I don't have a whole lot of experience with the Volkswagens. 2000 MK4 GT, loved it.
Let's end this here in a couple minutes too. So we're getting about a minute to two left here. I usually cut off 25, 26 because if you do too long, everyone drops off.
Drops off.
Yep. So guys, if you got last questions here, or why Mike's here, Ted's here too. If you guys have any questions, you got Rockstar right behind us here. Evelyn Ash is here, boys. So if you guys have any questions here, we get the last ones in, we'll answer them, and then we got to get off here.
And I actually do. These guys know the cars and the Jeeps. I'm the Dodge guy, with the 5.7 Hemi.
This motherfucker.
So I do have that information too. So if there's questions out there about that, let us know, and we'll talk to you very soon.
You guys haven't heard about Tatra 7 and 3? What the fuck is he?
A Chechen car with a 3.5 V8. Never heard of that.
Chechens make a car?
What the hell is that?
Demon or a Viper?
Viper.
I don't know.
Viper. Have you ever been in Viper? New one?
No.
Oh, they're fucking amazing. I want one so badly. hunting. She's basically stock running 50. Side with downpipe. Okay, a great Viper, ACR Viper. Please consider bleeding the brakes. I'm planning on buying. I'm going to be doing a video on bleeding the brakes, so you guys can watch that video when I'm done. Alex, while you're watching, buddy, tomorrow, let's do the video with the ISF if you want. This right guy right here.
Okay.
Bring the ISF over tomorrow. Shoot me a text message here when this is over. Obviously, just go ahead and shoot me a text here. We'll get together and bring the ISF over. You ever seen one of them? I want one.
Is that the new Lexus?
It's a little bit older. It's a 4-door with the big V8, 5-liter V8, and it's in the proper. Dude, it's so badass. I get so jealous. I want it. Why did Chevy make that? All right, that's it. Okay, got that. All right, guys, we're getting down to the last couple minutes here. Any other good questions here? We're gonna take the last good ones we get. Nothing. Get one last good one here. One last cheers. Cheers, buddy. How was y'all day? Great. Birthday card. No, never.
No.
The trunk is exactly 4 inches deep. You can't put anything in the back of it, and it just doesn't do well in the snow. I've tried. Trust me.
And on top of that, you will never be able to stop anywhere without 300 fucking people come up to you and asking questions.
Yep.
So you will be late everywhere.
Yep. And Alex, no, we didn't get really any snow here in Waynesboro. They didn't even put cinders down or salt here in Waynesboro. 1250.
Yeah, and I got nothing in Shippensburg, which is 30 minutes north.
I'm not chugging a beer.
Yeah,
Idaho.
Don't Hemis handle more boost than LSs? It's possible, but when it comes to a Jeep, we don't boost them anyway.
I would say Hemis might, but that would be something that we would have to look at as far as.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. I have no shit.
Evo 8 or 9. That's a good question.
9.
Like
Now,
Hemis
would you
do
consider
have,
getting an Evo 8 or 9? Yes.
Yeah, I would.
I like the Evos. I think the Evos are more power for cheaper over a WRX. The only thing is my wife wants the WRX, so unless I plan on jerking off for the rest of my life, we're probably going to get a WRX. So I would love to have an Evo. Having an Eclipse in the past, obviously I am a DSM
But your wife
guy.
can drive a manual, so what's the big deal?
She likes the looks of the WRX.
So what we can do, hey, everybody out there on YouTube land, right, and Facebook land and everywhere else, send GoFundMe to Mike Bumgardner to make sure that he can buy what he wants to, because if he doesn't get that opportunity,
I'll be buying a fucking blow up doll. That's what I'll be buying.
Exactly.
He's already using his hand enough.
Yeah.
Cindy's already given enough here.
Yeah, you have to send something to him directly so he doesn't have to jerk his ass off for the rest of
Yeah,
his
I
life.
actually have a sponsorship
for
by
that.
Jergens.
All right, guys.
And KY on top of that, right?
I'm going to finish this off here, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate all you chiming in here. I know you guys are still showing up. There's still questions coming in, but the video's getting to the end here. I'm going to cut this off. Thank you guys for chiming in.
Nice
Mike,
talking to you guys.
Ted,
Again,
thank you guys.
Check out
everybody.
JK Nation.
Yeah. Ted Howell, Evelyn's Ashes, please support your military. Support all your families around the world through the Christmas holidays.
And support
every
Jack
other
Daniels.
holiday. Yeah, definitely Jack Daniels. But support everybody, and thank you. Listen to these guys because they know what the hell they're talking about. Godspeed. We love you.
Later, guys. Talk
See
to
ya.
you.